Now numerical 9.1. In this numerical we have length of steel of wire 4.7 meter. Similarly length of copper wire is 3.5 meter. Area of steel 3 into 10 raised to minus 5 meter square. Area of copper, that is given 4 into 10 raised to minus 5 meter square. Now in this question, change in steel length is equal to change in copper length, that was given, and force on steel wire is equal to force on copper wire, right? So we have given same load to the both the wires, so we need to find the ratio of Young modulus of steel wire and Young modulus of copper. So to find that, first I have to write Young modulus of steel. So formula for that, F upon A, for steel Fs upon As upon delta Ls upon Ls, means stress upon strain. So is equal to Fs into Ls delta Ls into As, right? Similarly for copper wire we get FCU LCU upon delta LCU ACU. Now to find ratio Ys upon YCU is equal to Ys Fs Ls upon delta Ls As upon FCU LCU upon delta LCU ACU. So simplification of this is Fs Ls delta LCU ACU upon delta Ls As FCU LCU. See here, delta Ls delta LCU are same, so delta LCU delta S gets cancelled out. Fs FCU, so Fs and FCU is also cancelled out, so now we are left with Ls A copper upon A steel L copper. So we have now only these values, so we have that data 4.7 3.5 this and this. So by putting all the values we can get ratio of Young modulus of steel wire and ratio and Young modulus of copper wire. For this numerical you have to use textbook for the data, right? So in the textbook, the graph, we have stress value from the graph is 150 into 10 raised to 6 Newton meter to inverse, and that strain corresponding to that stress, we have strain is equal to 0.002, right? Now we have to find Young modulus, so Young modulus is equal to stress upon strain. So stress is 150 into 10 raised to 6 upon strain 0.002. So by calculation we will get 7.5 into 10 raised to 8 Newton meter to inverse. So that's the Young modulus. Now in second question B, this was A, second question B, we have to find maximum stress. So maximum stress is in the form of yield strength, right? So that value will be 300 into 10 raised to 6 Newton meter to inverse. This is also from graph, okay? For this numerical, again students, you have to use textbook for the data. So from textbook, to A and B we have two graphs. See, first question that asks that which of the materials has the greater Young modulus. So see, from the graph we have material A. For material A we have maximum value of stress upon strain ratio. So we have maximum value for this ratio, and second question is that which of the two is the stronger material. So from this A and B, A can withstand more strain, so that's why A is stronger than material B. Now in this 9.4 numerical, we have to give whether this statement is true or false with reasons, right? So A, young modulus of rubber is greater than that steel. So young modulus of rubber is greater than young modulus of steel. So this statement is false because see, young modulus, so stress, there is more strain in the rubber than the steel, and modulus of elasticity is inversely proportional to strain. So young modulus of steel is more than that of a rubber, right? And now second question, that the stretching of a coil is determined by its shear modulus. So it is true. So stretching of a coil is determined by its shear modulus. So when equal and opposite forces are applied at opposite ends of a coil, the distance as well as shape of helicals of the coil change, and it involves shear modulus. So there is relation between stretching of coil, shear modulus. So given statement is true. So stretching of a coil is determined by its shear modulus. So in this numerical 9.5, we have two wires, steel and brass. So after steel wire, we hang one 4 kilogram object, and after that brass wire we hang 6 kilogram object, right? Now here we have to find both the elongations in steel wire as well as brass wire. So start from young modulus. We know that young modulus for steel, Ys is equal to Fs upon As upon delta Ls upon Ls, right? So Fs into Ls upon delta Ls into As. Now from this equation we have to find delta Ls. So subject that delta Ls is equal to Ys, here Fs Ls upon Ys into As. Now area of steel wire, see here steel wire is its shape is cylindrical. So cylindrical area Fs Ls upon Ys, it is pi Rs square. Now where is this Rs? So Rs is comes from here. This is diameter half will be radius of that wire, right? So see here again delta Ls is equal to Fs Ls upon Ys pi Rs square. So we have all the for values. Is for example Fs means load on steel wire. See steel have load, total load of steel wire is 4 plus 6 into 9.8. So total load into Ls that is 1.5. So 1.5 I have to write here upon Ys, young modulus of steel. So young modulus of steel is 2 into 10 raised to 11 into pi 3.14 into Rs. So radius diameter by 2 will be 0.125, and we have to convert it into meter. So that's why 10 raised to minus 2 whole square, right? So by all the calculation, then after we get 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter. So that is the elongation in steel wire. Now we need to find elongation in brass wire. Same formula. By that formula I can write delta LB FB LB upon YB pi RB square by putting all the values. But in now FB only 6 kg load is here. So 6 into 9.8 into LB. So length of brass wire is 1 upon YB. Young modulus of brass wire 0.91 into 10 raised to 11 into pi 3.14 into RB. Similar, we have same diameters of both the wires, so 10 raised to minus 2 whole square. So by calculation we will get 1.3 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter. So in this numerical we have length of aluminum cube, which is 10 centimeter, we have to convert it into meter. So 10 by 100 will be 0.1 meter. Area for same cube will be 0.01 meter square, and mass of that cube is 100 kilogram. Shear modulus of aluminum G is given 25 gigapascal. And now we need to find vertical deflection, means lateral strain, that we have to find here. So start from that shear modulus G is equal to, formula is tangential force, tangential stress means tangential force upon area upon shear strain. So Ft upon A upon shear strain. So shear strain means Et, right? So shear strain that we need to find, Et is equal to F upon A into G. So that will be F. So what is F here? F means force. See here, mass is 100 kg. So force formula, that is M into G, A into G. So 100 into 9.8 upon area 0.01 into G, that is 25 into 10 raised to 9. Right? So by putting all the values we get 3.92 into 10 raised to minus 6. Now we need to find lateral strain. So lateral strain, so that formula comes from shear strain. Shear strain is equal to lateral strain upon side of cube. So lateral strain that we need to find, so lateral strain is equal to shear strain into side of cube. So that will be theta is equal to, lateral strain symbol is theta, theta is equal to 3.92 into 10 raised to minus 6 into 0.1, that will be 0.392 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter. In this numerical 9.7, force exerted on each cylinder is given F by 4. Actually we are having 4 identical hollow cylinder, right? So each force will be F by 4. Now mass is also given, mass is 50,000. So that is load of all the cylinders. Now see, inner and outer radii of each column are 30 and 60. So outer is 60 centimeter, we have to convert it into meter. So it will be 0.6 meter and inner will be 0.3 meter. Now we have to find compressional strain of each column. So to find that, first of all we have to find F by 4. F by 4 formula of F will be M into G because it is load. So F by 4 means mg by 4. So 50,000 into 9.8 upon 4. So it will be our answer in Newton. Now to find that compressional strain, we have to find area. So area for this, pi into outer square minus inner square, Ri square, right? So by putting all the values we know that outer and inner, right? We get 0.8478 meter square. Now compressional strain formula. What is compressional strain formula? Compressional strain is nothing but one type of longitudinal strain. So that formula is depend on Young modulus F dash A into Y. So by putting all the values, right, 0.722 into 10 raised to minus 6. So we know that Young modulus, here we have given steel. So Young modulus of steel is 2 into 10 raised to 11. right? So here now compression, this compressional strain is only for 1, we have to find for 4, so we have to multiply this value with 4. So then our last answer will be 2.89 into 10 raised to 6. So this is compressional strain of our whole system. In this numerical 9.8, we have force 44500